sitting there thinking, bro. What are you thinking?
I'm trying to think of something for the intro, but we're here now.
Yeah. Oh well. Hey, welcome back to the Shooter Podcast, episode 167 with me and the bro, 808 Kicks ATL. Please do like, follow, subscribe, comment, chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. And please do check out 808 Kicks _ ATL. That is the bro Q, myself, Love Kick Customs, and also the Shooter Podcast. We're on all the social platforms. Go and check us out. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all of that stuff, guys. Come and say hi, come and have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. Let's break it down like we always do in the podcast. But, bro, what we here to do this week, bro?
Same thing we do every week, TJ. Try to take over the world. Greetings, everybody.
Greetings.
Greetings. That's what I got. Greetings.
Greetings. How was your weekend?
It's been good, man. I can't say it ain't been. It's been a little stressful, kind of long, but the weekend been good. So, happy Father's Day to everybody. By the time y'all see this, Father's Day will be over with. The least celebrated holiday in the United States of America of the 1,000 holidays that we celebrate in this country. Father's Day should be a lot more celebrated, but it's not. So shout out to all the fathers out there.
Yeah. Ironically, Father's Day aligned quite well for both the UK and the US or Europe as well, because it's Father's Day here as well, which normally doesn't happen, which is funny, but it did. Which it did. Yes, shout out to all the fathers out there, all the good fathers out there that look after their kids as well, and all that being around, support the families. Shout out to all the fathers out there.
Yeah, not the baby daddies, the fathers, the actual men who are in their children's lives in a positive way, whether they have actual relationship with the mother or not. Those are the men who we're referring to when we say fathers, not the sperm donors.
It's not sperm donor day. It's or baby mama's day or baby father's day. Father's Day. It's Father's Day. There's a difference, a massive difference. This is why people say father. You're my father. You're my father to my kid, rather than you're my baby daddy. There's a massive difference there, bro. Massive difference.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I didn't grow up with my dad, so I can't even really remember what I called him. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't know if I called him dad, daddy, pops, you know, what. There's no reference point of me even speaking to him that much for me to even know that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know you had your dad in your life, you know, so it's important, man. And I like to see it, you know what I'm saying? All my partners are in their kids' lives in a positive way, and if you ain't in your kids' life in a positive way, you ain't gonna be my partner anyway. Because I look at the way you got to look at the way people treat other people to determine whether or not you want to route with them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. That's a massive indication, bro. Like if you really peep it, the way you see people treat other people and their families, the way you respect the person, and that comes from the family ties. It comes from that group of, like, we always say it takes a village to raise a kid, and if that village is dysfunctional, that village ain't going to survive. So this is why you want to be in a village that raises his kids, you know what I'm saying, adequately enough or good enough for them to have a bright future. And that's what we're looking towards, and this is why it's important to have both mother and father around for the kid. It's important. Bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know it's a thing, or it used to be a thing. It used to be a bigger thing around Father's Day, where women try to claim that celebration. No,
Oh.
no.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, shout out to the single mothers. I was raised by a single mother. You know, aunts. My sister raised my niece by herself. Like, I got all respect, full respect, all due respect for single women raising kids. You may have to fill in some blanks, but it's not the same as having the father present. It's not.
No,
So
it's
the women who try to claim Father's Day, I don't like it. Just
Make you
from a it seems misplaced because that ain't how it worked. You know what I'm saying?
do you feel it's more of a throwing shade rather than
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get that. It's
That's
like,
how I feel
you
about
could be you could be doing this but you're not here, like kind of thing, rather than celebrating a day.
Yeah, it's like just leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's got to be bad enough, like for the kid. I'm glad my mama wasn't one of them type of women because it was crazy enough for me to see Father's Day come and go every year without having a father to celebrate it with, and to have a parent, you know, a mother that's gonna be on some shady business. Like, nah, that'll probably just make it worse.
Yeah. I get that, and like for all the single mothers out there, my only thing would be like, don't acknowledge it. Don't even. I think it, like from my experience, I'm gonna say I haven't got much experience in this, but from my missus' experience, she comes from a single mother. She was raised by her mum, not her dad. Her dad disappeared. So what she used to do was not acknowledge the father. If my missus had any questions, she would just answer them straight. She wouldn't badmouth the father, but
Right.
It let the kid learn from themselves how the father's like when they grow up, and she's had to go through that. She's had to countless times where she's met her dad. She given her number to her dad. He hasn't called back. He hasn't said anything. He would come into her life every 5 years and want to be there, then disappear. She knows how he is. So let the kid experience that. It's heartbreaking to see it from my perspective for her, because all she wants is a father, but don't badmouth the father. Let the kid just don't acknowledge the father unless the child wants to know. Give him all the open space to know the father. Let him or her, the kid, find out for themselves in a way, so they know exactly what kind of father they come from, like, pretty much. And that's all you can do. Unfortunately, this is life. Unfortunately, you're gonna have these circumstances. It's not good, but it's character building, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Facts.
Yeah, but
it's sticky. It's a sticky situation, but again, shout out to all the fathers, the real fathers, the good fathers. Shout out to the single mothers also.
yeah. Shout to anybody that's raising kids. That's in general and doing a good job with it.
Yeah.
Oh damn! We went all deep there, bro.
That's cool. I mean, Father's Day. You know, we wanna, you know, get the celebration going.
Acknowledge the real ones.
It's past. It's past it. We on Father's Day in real time, but y'all get what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
exactly. How
speaking of Father's Day, in a totally different type of way, Kendrick is indeed the father. the Kendrick owned Toronto.
Bro, no. He is the new six god. You know what? In on the social platform.
Wait. He's what?
He's the new six god, bro. I saw it. I saw it on the social platforms. I saw it everywhere. I was waiting. I was waiting for the 12th and 13th of June time when Kendrick was gonna perform on Toronto. There was all this hoo-ha about he's gonna show up. Nobody's gonna be there. Everybody's gonna boo him. None of that happened. None of that happened, bro. Because from what I saw and what was posted on the social media, he stood there for 3 minutes, like Michael Jackson, right? And the crowd literally gave him a standing ovation and said, one more time to Not Like Us, bro. You ain't getting that love. Like, bro, Drake ain't getting that love in LA. No way he's getting the kind of respect and love in LA. Kendrick came into Toronto and took over. I'm going to say took over. And that stadium has probably got 60 to 65,000 capacity. They rocked out, bro. They rocked out 2 nights in a row, back to back, got it cracking. Yo, you know what people be calling Canada? They've been replacing the C with a K and the E and the N. Canada. They've been calling it Canada, bro.
Canada?
Forget Canada, it's Canada, bro. That's how he got. Yo, Drake got sunned in his own city, and then you know how you make a beautiful cake and you put an icing and a cherry on top, right? They went to New Ho King, the restaurant, and celebrated and started singing Not Like Us with all of the profanities, bro. All of the profanities. 2 nights in a row. 2 nights in a row. The crowd went to New Ho King, the restaurant that Kendrick mentioned, the restaurant that Drake did Family Matters in, and they singing Not Like Us. Word for word. Saying all the profanities, bro. A minor, the P word, everything, bro. Yeah. And on top of that, some Canadians were actually wearing, if you rock with Canada, you don't rock with Drake. Bro, what did Drake do, bro? What did Drake do to Canadians? I don't know.
They chose hip hop.
Yeah.
Why is my phone not on silent?
They definitely chose hip hop, bro, and your phone validated that choice.
Facts.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy. I love to see it. I love to see it from my perspective because there's a lot of Drake fanboys, especially in the social platforms, saying a lot of stuff before he went to Canada, and they were proven massively wrong.
Shout out to Trev and the rest of the gang over there in Kicks We Trust.
In Kicks We Trust, yeah.
Trev was lighting my inbox up. send me the clips.
Yeah.
Oh man, they doing. Oh man, it's bad.
The whole crowd called Drake a PDF file, bro. The whole crowd called him an A minor. No one said or was quiet. Word for word, they sang all the diss songs. Euphoria, Not Like Us. Every single one, word for word, bro. And you know Drake released a song on the 12th, yeah?
No.
Did you know that? There you go, bro.
Not at all.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Not at all, bro. I ain't heard of Pete.
Oh, but by the way, shout to Kendrick for winning 5 awards at the BET awards as well. That was class.
Duh.
And you know, there's a very awkward moment with you know Kai Cenat, the streamer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just
with Wale.
Yeah, and Wale. So basically, SZA was talking to Kai Cenat and introduced Kai Cenat to Kendrick, and Kendrick blanked Jastrowski, which is a person who's vocally supported Drake throughout the beef. Bro, it got awkward. It got
Hold
awkward.
on, he what?
He blanked Just Drewski. Blanked him outright. Didn't even acknowledge him. So yeah, lines have been drawn. You know, and apparently Drake was supposed to do a live stream in Carsonet on the 12th, and he cancelled it.
So he did both of them, or just Carsonet?
Just Drewski. He said hi to Carsonet, not just Drewski. Yeah, so yeah, bro.
You know, you don't have to say just every time you reference Drewski. Everybody in the world knows who Drewski is.
yeah. Drewski, just Drewski. Yeah, Drewski. Yeah. I never
knew he had just on the front of it. I don't follow him or nothing either. But every time I see him is Drewski. I never see just Drewski. That's the first time I ever heard it.
Yeah. No, that's his official account. So yeah, bro. Like it went off this week. It literally went off in the music industry this week. It was crazy. Very, very much.
Hey man, listen. Play stupid games.
Win stupid prizes. That's the one, bro.
That's all, man. That's all. We ain't got to go too. We ain't got to do too much on it, man. It was funny though. It was funny as hell. Also, I heard. Let me pause. R.I.P. Ananda Lewis, legendary hip hop journalist and advocate.
I saw that.
BET, CNN, and a bunch of stuff she done did. Legend in the game. Shout out to Ananda for everything she did. F cancer, by the way.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Sly Stone.
I saw that. We literally, that happened after we recorded the last episode, didn't it? Yeah.
Facts. Sly Stone also very, very legendary.
Yep.
Musician. If you ain't heard Sly and the Family Stone music, I don't know what you've been doing your whole life. You done heard it somewhere. You ain't know it was them, but you done heard it. Trust me, they got too many hits.
Yeah, isn't he the most sampled artist?
One of
the most sampled artists. So yeah, if you really listen to hip hop, you definitely listen to one of his samples as well.
Plenty. You done heard Sly and the Family Stone plenty of times. You just don't know it. But he got kind of not necessarily blackballed, but he got overlooked for some of his social choices.
Okay.
Like he was equal opportunity type of dude. Like he didn't care where you was from. He had a Hispanic person, a white person, he was multicultural, multinational, multi whatever. Like Sly was. He was just a cool, all around cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He didn't lean one way or the other.
Yeah, but that's how it's supposed to be. You like in anything you do, you're supposed to have the best people around you. It doesn't matter the ethnicity or the culture or where they come from in the background. You have to have the best people around you to make the best product around you, and that goes to testament to everything you do. Like if you start to isolate one sector or the other, you're missing out. I reckon you definitely are missing out. It's definitely about equality. And if you don't see equality, you need to raise that and bring that up.
Exactly. And I want to say happy birthday to Doc Ellis. Excuse me, the only baseball player in history that we know of to record a no-hitter while tripping on LSD. Yeah, I thought this was funny, bro. In 1970, the man thought he was off. Went home. Was at home. Decided to get high that day. Got a phone call and was like, "Bro, where you at?" Like, I'm at the house. He's like, "Nah, you supposed to be here. You pitching today." And he like, "Oh shit, hurry up." So he done took a downer, right?
Yeah.
So he then hit somebody up, hurry up, and took an upper to try to balance it out. So now he at the game double high.
Hey.
I'm talking about. Hold on, man. Let me share this with you, bro. I mean, this story easy to find, y'all. For for the listeners, bruh. The man thought he was off, so he dropped acid with his friends, only to find out he was pitching that day. He scrambled to the airport to hurry up and catch a flight from LA to San Diego. Got there an hour and a half before the game started, right? Still hallucinating. Before the game, he found a fan that he knew who always stood on the rail and had a little gold pouch, who had beanies, whatever,
Bennies.
beanies, amphetamines, right? So he took one of them to try to balance himself out. So it started raining. So now he out there high on speed and acid in the rain. He said he thought Richard Nixon was the umpire and Jimi Hendrix was batting with a guitar.
Yo, that's crazy.
Man, listen, bro. This story is crazy, bro. He said
That's legendary. That's what legends are made of, bro.
he thought he was throwing touchdowns. He said sometimes the ball felt real big and sometimes it felt really tiny. And he thought he was throwing touchdowns. This is hilarious, bro. But he ended up throwing a no-hitter. He said the catcher had to put tape on his fingers so he could see the signals. Yo, so he walked 8 batters. He hit 1 batter. He was throwing the ball all in the dirt, but nobody could touch him. And he ended up throwing a no-hitter. Shout out to Doc Ellis, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the last out was a strikeout too.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
Yo,
It's
this
crazy.
man's a legend. You hear me? If
That's a
that ain't
legend.
legendary, I don't
That's
care
a
what you
legendary
did for the
story.
rest of your career, dog. You pull that off, man. You him.
High as a kite, bro. High as a kite as well. That's crazy. Yo, that goes to show. Don't get high. You don't get superpowers. It's only one person in history that's done that.
Right. It's just, look. He was on more than weed and Red Bull. It's different.
Oh yeah,
He was on.
These are
He
some
was.
serious stuff, bro.
He pretty much did weed and Red Bull times 30. You know what I'm saying? This one gonna
bro.
calm me down and make me feel good, but this one gonna have me bouncing off the wall. Like, nah, bro, you do it too much. You gonna bust your heart.
But the crazy thing about that, uppers and downs at the same time will have a massive effect. It's like having Coke and Red Bull at the no Coke, alcohol and Red Bull at the same time. That's kind of an up and a downer because the alcohol is supposed to take you down, Red Bull is supposed to perk you up. That's massive. That long term use and abuse of that has a massive effect on your heart as well. So yeah, guys, don't go crazy. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it.
People do it all the time, bro. Make Red Bull cocktails. I don't understand it. I'm scared of it. I cannot drink no energy drink with no liquor.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That is very dangerous.
I ain't
Just
even
look
got to
after
know
your
the
heart.
facts. That just sound crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me drink some alcohol and pump some weight at the same time. That sounds like what people are trying to do. Like sleep
go
in
ahead,
bed and pump some
suffocate.
weights.
You gonna suffocate. You gonna suffocate standing up.
Yeah. On the release side, by the way, so I'll tell you how my week, man. It was a bit crazy. I went to, you told me not to mention Uniqlo, but I actually went to Uniqlo because I had to swap a t-shirt size. I accidentally got like a large rather than an extra large because I feel extra large maybe more comfortable than large. Large a bit restrictive. So I went there yesterday. And I went to exchange it because Uniqlo's got this weird. No, it's very like modern style of shopping where you just put the stuff in the basket, auto scans and stuff like that. So I had to go upstairs to exchange it, and I saw that I kept seeing this this security guard looking at me. It's like, okay, then I couldn't find where to exchange it, the actual top. So I asked him a question like, where's the top floor? I want to go to exchange. He goes all the way up to the top. He goes, let me show you. And that's alright, cool. Because the security guard's been side-eyeing me for a while. And as I'm walking up the stairs, he goes to me, are you a rapper or are you famous? Because I think I've seen you somewhere. And I was like, I'm not famous, bro. I literally said, I'm not famous. And he goes, are you sure? Like, bro. He was like, are you sure? Side-eyeing me. I was like, yeah, I'm sure. And then he was like, because he knows my ethnicity straight off. He was like, I work with a lot of Punjabi people, Punjabi music and stuff like that. And you look like somebody familiar. I was like, oh, no, it's not me, definitely not me, bro. He said, are you sure? He kept asking me, are you sure? I said, yep, I'm sure, bro.
It's you. Sure. You knew it was you. You knew it was you.
So I wished him, and this is why he was side-eyeing me, like, okay. But he let me do my thing, and I exchanged and got an extra large job. Then I went to Offspring. This is the funniest day. I went to Offspring and picked up the Jordan 1 washed teals for Eric. The reviews already dropped on Sunday. You should go and watch that if you guys see that. But yeah, brilliant shoe, by the way. Very in the elk of the turbo greens and the hyper raw ones with the washed denim on them as well. So it's brilliant sneaker. I actually he called me on the same day and he was like, "Wow, that's magnificent. It's a great sneaker." I had somebody that when I picked up the actual South Korea 3s and the white cement 4s, they were in the back of the line. They were right behind me in that queue to pick up those sneakers when they released. I think it was the 11th of June, maybe, yeah. No, maybe earlier than that, I can't remember. But he goes to me, "Oh, bro, you need to stop being greedy." I said, "What do you mean?" And he goes, No. I was in the back of the queue that day when you picked up the South Koreas and the white cement 4s ago. I started laughing, had a conversation with him as well. It's ironic and like this Saturday just gone, I had 2 people recognize me. One person not fully because I'm not a rapper or an artist, and secondly, somebody that was in the queue for the Offspring's release for the white cement 4s was there as well. So irony, the irony of it, just ridiculous. But yeah, it was crazy day yesterday for me personally.
So you expect us to just be cool with the fact that you didn't let the man know who you are?
No, I told him.
You ain't say that.
No, I told him. I'm on platform Love Kit Customs and blah blah blah. So he knows. He knows now.
I was finna say, let the man know.
Hey, he knows. But in terms of releases this week, bro, and Anish was a bit sad. Shout out to the bro Anish. Anish was a bit sad that the Ferrari 14s didn't release in the UK. And there was a mad rush for them in the States as well.
Yeah, I got asked the day before they came out to try to get a pair. Shout out to Mitch. I tried, bro. It was. Had you let me know the week before, it would have greatly increased the odds. And this for anybody who asking for help. Y'all should know. You can't ask the day before, especially with me with something that I'm not going for, or even if I was going for it, because Mitch is a different size than me, and I know he actually wear his shoes like, and he loves sneakers, but he don't know nothing about trying to get them, and unfortunately, I mean, good for him that he can. I guess he cool with paying over, like, he offered to pay over. I wouldn't have charged him nothing had I been able to get them easily. But I ain't have enough time. So, but yeah, them 14s was out of here.
Yeah, the retail's quite high on them at the moment as well. I'm like you said, if you ask us for help, do it well in advance because the percentages keep reducing. It might be like 50% a couple of weeks, and a week before might be like 30-40%. right? But as soon as it comes to like a day before, you're looking at 10%. Or even less than that. It's hard to get sneakers. It's hard to get sneakers like the Ferrari 14s.
Yeah. But Anish shouldn't be complaining about nothing. He got the works out 95.
Oh yeah, true.
I wore mine yesterday to the Bridgestone anniversary. Shout out to Bridgestone. Shout out to Dave, Tom, Mike. Shout out to Neil, Bernard. Shout out to Gigi. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to other Sarah and her husband. Shout out to Tony also. Shout out to Cliff. Shout out to, who else did I see? Connor. Shout out to Oliver. Shout out to everybody. Everybody whose name I don't know, but I know their face and they know my face. I love Bridgestone. Happy anniversary, Bridgestone.
Happy
Greatest
anniversary.
restaurant in the world.
Yeah.
Don't make me put on my Bridgestone t-shirt. I will. I got all of them. I got all the t-shirts like I'm staff. I'm telling you.
Walk in there like your stuff and start cooking in the kitchen. Bro.
I do.
It'd be quite funny.
Nah, I ain't gonna cook. Nothing. All the food fire though. That's why I ain't gonna cook nothing, because all the food fire. I ain't got to do nothing. I need to order.
The PSG.
Oh no. I'm sorry. Real quick.
Go on.
Because I do want to get to the PSG stuff too. This works out 95. You tell me, does it look any different than it did when I first showed it to you?
It looks lighter. It does look lighter.
I wore it for like 7 to 8 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
It was raining. I stepped in a puddle that probably came up to here.
Okay.
You cannot tell. I have not cleaned it. All I did was wear it and take it off.
Alright, so it doesn't even stain at all then.
Bro, I stepped in a whole puddle of rainwater that went halfway up the shoe. It went halfway up the uppers.
Does it?
And I looked down and my shoe was dry. It was like Back to the Future.
That jacket, Marty McFly's jacket.
Yeah, bro. I looked. Because it was raining. It rained real hard yesterday, and I was outside like when it started raining. I had to sit in the car. It was raining so hard. I sat in the car for like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Before I got out, and I ended up stepping in a puddle when I was coming out of a store that I went to before I got there, and yeah. I looked down, and when I got in the car and looked, I'm like I ain't just stepped in the water.
Is it me, or does the sneaker look a bit lighter than it was when it initially came?
Listen, man, I can't say.
It does slightly look more greener than dark greener. It almost like the sunlight is transitioned the shoe a bit.
My sneaker of the year list just moved around.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
But the PSG one low, bro, that flew. That flew. Literally flew yesterday.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yesterday
didn't
or
even
this
see
week,
it.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. It was two Lucas, some slides, the one low, and what else? Was the Jordan Court, whatever.
Yeah, the Jordan Court. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't see nothing about them ones. I already knew that was gonna happen.
That was a crazy. That is a beautiful sneaker though as well. That went
They got it.
crazy, bro.
People putting it in the top 10 PSG sneakers.
Really?
PSG Jordans, yeah.
Yeah. What's your number one?
The list I saw was ridiculous, bro. Like, I could probably find it if you want to check it out. Like,
No. What's your number one?
I got the fours pretty high. I'm gonna probably say the 5 though. The black 5. Probably the one I got up kind of high, but the 5 I probably got the 5 at number 1.
Yeah.
Easy.
I got the 5 to 4, maybe the 6 up there somewhere as well. The PSG 6 is fire as well.
Yeah, I don't know. The 6 is hard, but they fall behind some other pairs I can think about too. That's why I asked you if you want to look at the list, because it's more PSG sneakers than you can really think of right off top. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 2 ones. When I say the ones, I'm talking about the black ones, the first PSG ones, not the comforts. Was they comforts or was they mids? The white, black, and pink and purple ones. Well, yeah, I got the 5s.
I got the 5s too. You like I even think the PSG 5 low is a dope sneaker as well. The thing is, you can't even count their friends and family stuff as well, because the white Jordan 5 PSG is crazy, bro. Crazy. They need to release that.
Yeah, that's grill status stuff.
Yeah, that's grill. Like, it's crazy sneaker.
But yeah, anyway. Shall we do some quick strikes, or you got something else?
No, let's do some quick strikes.
Alrighty then. K-Swiss has signed Anwar Carrots. Round of applause for K-Swiss, please. We were just talking about K-Swiss a couple weeks ago. I don't know what to expect really from Mr. Carrots, but we know his track record in streetwear is very, very viable. Very, very, very viable. He one of them dudes that can just drop stuff out of nowhere and not have a problem getting it off. So I'm looking forward to some of the stuff I'm seeing is looking real nice. Aesthetically, I don't know how much of the culture he's gonna be able to pull in the 5-stripe direction, but I'm looking forward to finding out. What you think?
I think it's dope. I think it's a very good move. It's K-Swiss is now leaning into urban culture, which is great, because that's I think what people don't really kind of realize with a lot of leisure and lifestyle and casual wear, it does lean into urban and streetwear a lot. And if you can bring that to the brand, it's a bonus. And I feel like if they're doing this, if K-Swiss are doing this, it's a good move. To rejuvenate the company is definitely a good move. About the 5 stripes though, bro, I won't be surprised if Adidas throws a lawsuit, bro. And it'll be disappointing if they do.
If Adidas sue K-Swiss, they will officially have negative equity with me. I joke a lot about Adidas, but that would be so far past like asshole level, just trolling. Like, why would you do that?
Because K-Swiss would have to rebrand their own logo as well. That's the problem.
Hell no. The courts done already told them they don't own all stripes. If
exactly.
Just 3. If it's just 3 stripes, y'all got that. Some cases with 2 stripes, y'all done got that off. and cause people to have to at least stop making whatever they're making.
They didn't do it with
But
Nike though. That's the thing. Nike got away with that 2-stripe tracksuit that they had.
right, so that too. But some lesser companies done had to fold up to them coming with these stupid lawsuits, and they can't really afford to even fight it, so they just leave it alone. But like we can't. No, they're not gonna get away with that. They done already got blocked from doing that to some other smaller companies because the courts started to notice the trend in it. Like y'all just going after anybody who put lines close to each other. Like stop. You can't do that.
It's especially.
Where they go? If that's the case, they gonna go after Asics too, right?
Yeah, because the only reason why I say that is K-Swiss released a sneaker recently, all pure red sneaker with white stripes, all 5 white stripes on it, and I looked at it as well that could be a justification for Nike for Adidas to pull out a lawsuit on K-Swiss, and I was like, but it's not a good look. It's definitely not a good look for them in terms of the public eye. And I agree with you. It gives negative equity, especially now as K-Swiss is moving into the streetwear. And not the fact there wasn't in streetwear, but they're moving more heavily into streetwear. And the thing is, companies like K-Swiss are looking at like New Balance and looking at Reebok and what Reebok's been doing recently, especially with Shaq and AI being there, and then thinking, you know what, we need to rejuvenate the company, and that's what they're doing, and this is a great move. This is why I said it's a great move, but with that territory becomes more dangerous when you talked about companies like Adidas and New Balance and stuff like that. Adidas has got a habit of suing like streetwear urban companies that take the stripes. So this is why I said what I said.
See, this conversation about them signing Carrots as their creative director, by the way, that's his role with the company. This is not a collaboration deal. He is the creative director of K-Swiss. My bad if I ain't say that.
Now you said it.
I just went to K-Swiss website, right? They got a McLaren shoe. I would not have known this if it wasn't for them signing him. Now I got to look. And they're not bad looking at all. And they don't have the stripes on them. At least not on the side where they normally would be. And they're 120. Let me see. Okay, they got the stripes on the back. That's dope. Stripes on the tongue. Stripes on the front. Hey, man. K-Swiss McLaren.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Shout out to Anwar Carrots as well. You're going to see a lot more. You're definitely going to see a lot more people and a lot more industries. Tap into the urban.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this?
Those are the Tubes 2000. K-Swiss Tubes 2000s, bro. Here comes the hate.
Y'all do me a favor. Go to Google. K-Swiss Tubes. TUBES 200. Do that. I'm gonna take this page off the screen, and I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna save it. Y'all just Google that. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this page, and I'm gonna have a conversation with ChatGPT about this shoe.
I already looked it up. K-Swiss tube line was introduced in 2010 as a cushioning concept using tubular structures. The Tube 2000 model is a later era iteration of that series. It produces listings are showing at first available date of January 15, 2021. Yeah, so it's the other way, bro, if you're thinking it.
You keep saying 2000, it's 200.
200, yeah. 200, no, yeah. It's called a Tube Comfort 200, not 2000, sorry. That's my bad. But yeah, it's that technology was around in 2010.
Okay.
So it's the other way, bro. It's the other way.
Don't get me going. Cause now I'm
Oh, no.
shout out to Anwar Carrots.
Yeah, shout out to Anwar Carrots.
Next quick strike. Get away from this.
I know what you were thinking too as well.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure.
Right. So on Nike, let's talk about the actual Patta. I'm gonna just pull this up. So basically, Patta Air Max 90 is the model that we're getting. Apparently, there's 4 of these models coming out. Let me just bring it up. Hold on. Apparently, there's 4 of these models coming out, and the first model, or the first 2 models to showcase is the Cyber and the Sapphire, which is a purple variation, and the new, like this Vault variation of the 90 with the wave on it. And just have a quick look at them now. So that's the Cyber, which basically got a neon on the toe, the back, and with a actual eyelets are. And then you got the Sapphire, which is more of a purple rendition of that. We also got a 3rd variation, which is this black variation coming out as well. But last but not least, and they reckon this black variation is supposed to be limited to Patta. We're gonna find out soon enough. This pack is releasing on the 20th of June. But there's another variation coming out, and ironically, if you look at the sneakers app, I'm gonna zoom in here and show you. There seems to be this white variation that the female model and the male model next to the wall is wearing. So that could be an all white variation that releases as well. This is officially from the actual Patta sneakers app video. So that's a reference from that. So it's interesting. We're getting 4 new waves in the Air Max 90. What's your thoughts, bro?
I'm not a fan of the sneaker itself, but I do like Patta. This is pretty much, it seemed like the same thing they're doing with, or the same thing they did with the Air Max 1 with a accelerated release process if everything's supposed to come out at the same time. It's cool though. I like the black one and the white one more than I like. Well, actually, I like the green one too. I like the green one too. Cyber. Yeah, I'm not too keen on the purple one. But full collection, everything I've seen so far out of apparel is dope. So yeah, I like it.
I think with the Air Max ones, it was we had the first initial releases, and then a couple of years later, we had rumors about another release, and a couple of years later they dropped the actual anniversary Air Max 1. But with these pattern 90s, I think we're going to get the first 2 in January. Then I think shortly after, with the accelerated rate that you're talking about, we're going to get a black variation, and most likely I'm
talking about the waves, the wave Air Max 1.
Yeah.
How those dropped? They dropped at different points, different colorways at different times.
Yeah,
the orange ones, then the blue ones, and then later on the other colorways. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be like you said, with the 90s it seems a bit more accelerated. Like we are going to get more quicker than the original Air Max ones. So yeah, I agree. I don't know how much of a hit the 90s are going to be, because I don't think it's hard, because a lot of people prefer the Air Max 1 over the Air Max 90. So maybe it might not do as well. But looking at this, I think the Wave looks better on the Air Max 1 than it does the Air Max 90. In my opinion.
That's a shared opinion.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see how well the Air Max 90 does in terms of just the release. If they limit it, obviously it's gonna sell out. We know it's gonna sell out if they create a limit on or limited stock on sneakers. Like I said, the black variation that we've just seen of the Patta Air Max 90s might be limited to Patta alone, so that might be just a release in store, so watch out for that if you're interested in the black pair. And we haven't seen the full rendition, but from this picture, and bring it back up again, it looks like it might be all white pair, which might replicate what happened with the Air Max 1s as well, because we did get an all black pair and all white pair release after the original releases as well, so it could mimic that in a way. So yeah, watch out for that, guys.
Next quick strike. Let's go. I want to skip the one I thought I wanted to do that I second guessed, and I'm good on that.
Oh, you mean the loafers for Gophers?
Yeah, I don't even, cause I thought about it, bro. I'm like, I don't even want to get at no energy for real, cause it's not a sneaker culture thing for real. It's shoes, but it's not like, nah. We ain't doing that.
No.
We ain't doing that. They keep popping up. Different companies keep trying it. Like, no. We just clowned Jordan Brand for doing it last week.
With
like,
the mules,
nah.
yeah. The thing with stuff like that, you got different variations of names. Like, if it's a loafer, is it a mule, is it a croc, is it this or is it that? But all we know is most of them belong indoors. You don't see them outdoors unless you are like that. So
Yeah, I mean they go with suits, so it's really sneaker companies going casual. It's not a sneaker thing. Like, I feel like it's the companies
broadening their horizons.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Expanding their portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they actually trying to, because, so there is a conversation here. Because the crossover with sneakers and business wear is a thing now. Like, before it was niche, it was, only sneakerheads who were in business, or the one gym teacher over here, or like in the past years, how many big sneakerhead professional people have we seen? You know what I'm saying? People who now look at E. He wears sneakers every day to his corporate job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's become it's not a trend anymore. It's a fashion statement, and I feel you on that, because you can wear shoes with a suit, but I think now is the time we've transcended just wearing Jordan 11s to a wedding or stuff like that. It's now like we're wearing sneakers more and more to every occasion, and to school, to work environments. I wear sneakers to work environments, bro. Like if I'm rocking, I'm wearing cargos and a pair of sneakers. Simple.
Exactly. So with all that being said, I think the sneaker company's like, okay, you know what? Maybe we should make like Cole Haan. Cole Haan is doing great. I got a couple pair of Cole Haans. You know what I'm saying? For when I need to go, all the way casual. Not because I don't see myself going full formal unless I absolutely have to, but semi-formal, casual. When I do it, I do sneakers, but I was like, let me get some Cole Haans too, because Cole Haans are dress shoes with pretty much sneaker materials. So, and actual tech. They used to be affiliated with Nike, so they got actual tech in they dress shoes to make it more comfortable. So here go the sneaker brands. Yeah, let's make dress shoes too with sneaker tech.
Yeah.
Unless
to be
unless you
honest,
use our popular silhouettes as a base for
yeah,
loafers.
yeah. If you really think about it, the long term aim of a business is to keep increasing clientele, and to keep increasing the amount of people buying or trading within your business. So the only way to do that is broadening your horizons and like we've just seen. I'm going to mention this. Reebok have done Club C's for golf. They seem to be really comfortable, and we've seen a lot of companies move into the golfing arena as well, because it makes sense, because people want to wear comfortable sneakers when they're golfing. People want to wear comfortable sneakers when they're doing sports and leisure activities. So why are you just going to restrict your company just to do a specific sport like NFL or the NBA or football, when you can start to migrate into different areas, and especially bringing that fashion trend, which is more easier to do now than it was ever to other sectors. This is why we see this stupid trend, and I call it stupid trend, is boots to streets. It's that whole bringing cleats to the actual street rather than the soccer field. What did Nike do? They put clear base unit on their boot, on their cleats. And the cleats were sitting in that, so you can actually see it. It's a cleated sneaker, but it's got a full space on it that you can actually walk on the streets with. Bro, I call it stupid, but that's a very good innovative way to go and do stuff if you want to sell a trend. And it is a trend because it's going to die, but why not do it when the money's there to do it? See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, you see what they doing with golf, like Jordan brand dropping more golf colorways that that people want in sneaker form than they are giving us colorways in these silhouettes that we can actually wear on the street. Is
yeah.
like they didn't drop like 5 or 6 Jordan 14s.
Yeah.
Golfs in colorways that people been asking for.
Cam did a custom on a Jordan 1 Low Shadow, because it was a golf shoe. Like he customized it to look like the Shadow. He took the golfing lace tag off and put the Shadow tag on there. But like it's just the empire expanding, and this is what happens. And some people like it, some people don't like it, but it's going to happen because you're a business. You want to make money, so what do you do? You open different avenues. You have more fingers in more pies because it works from a business aspect, and you want to keep growing. And sometimes stuff doesn't hit, so you sideline it. Sometimes stuff hits, and you carry on with it. That's how it's going to be continuously.
Facts. Next question.
So that was Loafers for Gophers, yeah?
Facts.
Right, cool. So talking about retro stuff and retro clothing and stuff like that. So this week I saw a couple of things that happened in the sneaker world, or the casual leisure world, which should quite interest you. Number one is so Adidas are bringing back this absolute classic. We're talking about Adidas, we'll talk about Nike in a bit. So Adidas are bringing back this absolute classic. Remember this actual 1998 Mexico soccer jersey, right? So they're re-renditioning it, and they've produced a similar version because the World Cup's next year, which is this rendition, and it like with the whole Aztec look to the actual jersey, which is fire. I think this is absolutely great what they're doing. So it seems like right this moment in time, the nostalgia from the 90s is coming back into the casual lifestyle, because not only are they bringing that jersey back, Nike thought, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring back our own classics. So they're bringing back the PSG soccer t-shirt or soccer jersey, the Atletico Madrid, the Chelsea and the Inter Milan. And they've got their classics out there, bro. They got Ronaldinho, Fernando Torres, they got Drogba, and they got Ronaldo. I'm talking about the Brazilian Ronaldo, not the Portuguese Ronaldo, not CR7. We're talking about the first Brazilian Ronaldo. This is absolutely fantastic, bro.
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho. No. Ronaldinho is the person on the left. Ronaldo is the one with the Inter Milan shirt on, which I'm pointing now.
Gotcha.
which is the furthest right. He was a legend, bro. Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, is an absolute legend, bro. Legend. Absolute. He was the bull. He was big, aggressive, and absolutely explosive. What a player!
He's still
What a
swole.
player.
Pause.
Yeah, he's still swole.
Pride month. Pride month.
But yeah, so Nike pulling out some of these absolute classics as well, these classic soccer jerseys. So it does look like we're going to see way more iconic classic soccer jerseys from the 90s come back, or the 90s and early 2000s come back, because some of the actual, I don't think they make soccer jerseys like this no more, but some of the jerseys are absolutely iconic, bro. Absolutely iconic.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I saw some. This ain't nothing new. As far as recent trends, I've been seeing a lot of people going back to baggy, like the whole '90s aesthetic. You know, we getting a lot of '90s sneakers coming back.
No more
OGs.
skinny jeans. No more skinny jeans, bro.
I mean, I discovered fits with my fits. Like certain pants that can't go with certain shirts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have skinnier pants, I have baggier pants.
Okay.
I have longer shorts, I have shorter shorts. Longer shorts can't go with certain shirts. Baggier pants can't go with certain shirts. You know what I'm saying? You can't have on those slim shirt and baggy pants. You're gonna look crazy. Some people might like that look. I personally don't like that look. If I got on a skinny shirt, I need to have on some skinnier fit pants or some shorter fit shorts. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I think it comes down to more how it makes you feel and how you perceive yourself. Yeah, so it might be a style for somebody. Like it might be a style for somebody, but you won't be able to pull it off because you haven't, first of all, got the confidence to pull it off, and secondly, you might.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
The way stuff looks for me, some people might be cool with. I'm like, nah, I can't. I see people do it all the time. I see people do the baggy pants with a short, a shirt where the sleeves stop halfway on their bicep, and they got on big baggy pants. That look crazy to me. I feel like you have on some tighter fit shit if you got on a tighter or shorter fit shirt.
yeah.
Because some style shirts, the sleeves are shorter. Like even with polo, it's like, dog. I'm going. Hopefully, I can make it to the mall in time today. Do what I need to do. It's like 6 different styles of polo shirts, like Ralph Lauren shirts. You know what I'm saying? And they all fit different. You know what I mean? So, like, I was looking at my polos yesterday or the other day because we went to Ali Sadiq show. Shout out Ali Sadiq Friday night, and I was trying to decide what I was gonna wear. And I looked at my shirts like, none of these damn shirts, sleeves stop at the same spot, or the hem stop, or the bottom stop at the same. Some of them, the front longer than, shorter than the back, and like, you gotta watch it, man. That's just my opinion.
If you talk about Uniqlo, and if you go to Uniqlo and check out the Area Sims, basically it's like a very comfortable t-shirt, or they have like maybe 8 to 10 ranges of different variations of styles of shirts, bro, of t-shirts. It's crazy. You're spot on, because You got polo necks, V-necks, all of that stuff coming on. V-necks with collar, all of that comes under that range, bro. And it's a style you want to fit, because it gives you options to what you want to fit it to. See what I'm saying?
Hey, how you feel about the short front with the long curved back T-shirts that these douchey looking dudes wearing nowadays. You know what I'm talking about. It's a T-shirt. It's a T-shirt, but it's you can tell the materials. I can't remember the name of the company, but a lot of people are making these type of shirts, and I guarantee you, Uniqlo probably got a shirt like this, because it was an online company, like a men's clothing company, that started making these goofy looking T-shirts, these douchey hipster ass T-shirts.
Oh, you mean short front, long back, yeah?
Yeah, and the front is cut straight horizontally, but the back is curved like a button up. The front is like a T-shirt, and the back is like a button up.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if they're coming and going. Why are you going to a street rave or a restaurant? So
man. Hey, listen, man. Cause you're not. Let me be quiet.
I like. To be honest, I like a long T-shirt. I prefer longer T-shirts. I think they suit me better because I think it just it gives a nice little look. But I can't even. Yo, that's goofy. That's some really goofy stuff. Like you might as well turn it into a belly top. It almost belongs. It almost belongs in a what do you call it? You know that I'm not gonna say it all. You said short front, long back. Like you could say ass down, face up. What are we talking about, bro? It almost belongs in a rhyme, bro. Short back, long top. Am I wrong, bro? Am I wrong?
You said
short back, long tom. That's like the way we. Carry the song, bro.
Wait a minute, bro. Wait. Hold on, man. You had it. But did you say it backwards the first time? I gotta watch it back now because.
Oh yeah. I said ass up, face down.
No. I ain't even talking about that part. Don't nothing matters. Nothing matters. However you put it, you was right. Okay. However you put it, you was right. But you said a short back, long front.
Okay. I got lost in the moment. Yeah, short front, long.
So I just pictured it. I pictured it backwards.
Yo, I'm giving you trends out, bro. That's a new trend. Can you imagine that?
Oh man, short.
Yeah, but it's
short back, long front.
Yo, yeah. That definitely belongs in the song somewhere, bro. Somebody's gonna make a song about that.
Woo. Short back, long front. That's quick straight, man. Oh shit. Oh, that was great. Hold on, my stomach hurt. Hello, man.
We were still I thought we were still recording, bro.
No, I had to pause it, bro. My stomach was hurting for real, man. I wasn't gonna be able to stop laughing.
So we talked about long front, short back, yeah. Right. Right.
Stop.
This is a joke for you. This is a joke for you. Would you call a person? Would you call a person that's got a big belly and no ass?
I don't know.
Short back, long front. It's too much front to the back, bro. There you go. That's how you fit that. You need the excess room in the front.
Now you ruined it. You should have just left it alone. That
Right.
ain't funny.
Should we
No
move?
more.
That's good because I don't want it to be funny. Let's carry on the podcast. Should we go on next week's track, bro?
Yeah, man. All right. Shoe surgeon. Shoe surgeon. He done it, y'all.
What's he
He
done?
done made it. He done made it to the mountaintop. He's sitting on the top of the Gucci throne with Kyle Kuzma. Don't they look comfortable?
Yeah. But he's done Gucci sneakers before, though, bro.
Oh man, it's this picture. It's this picture of him and Kyle. This angle, the balloons, and the flowers, like what's going on here? What is going on? But anyway, yeah, it's basketball shoes. And they won't let you buy them. You got to sign your
won't let
life
you.
away.
Alright, so like pretty much what every high-end brand does, you gotta make sure you spend X amount of money to actually get access to the release and all that stuff. Yeah.
You got to get a plug. You got to get an agent to get these shoes.
Yeah, but is this a collaboration with Nike or is this just a Gucci sneaker?
Hell no.
Okay,
This
the very
is-
Jordan 1-ish, 4-ish, 6-ish looking
No,
sneakers.
they look more like Reebok Omni Pumps than anything.
Oh yeah, true. I would say that. That's true too.
I mean, that's what we got, man. That's what we got. The ad work is really nasty, in my opinion. The sneaker doesn't look like you should play basketball in it, even though it looks like a basketball shoe. You know, it's retro. Well, yeah, it looked like a Reebok Omni Pump. To be 1,000% honest with you, that's the only
close
thing
it.
I can think about when I look at this.
Yeah, on closer inspection, it does. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced with it at all. Like,
It's Kyle Kuzma, bro. Look at him. Look at him. What is he doing? I don't want to take no pictures with him. I don't. Ever. Let me get this off the screen, man. That's it, man. Shout out to Shoe Surgeon.
we did definitely say that he needed some avenue of creativity, and it does look like Gucci's taking him on after a good while when he did actually do those Gucci collaborate or Gucci shooters and shoes. It's interesting where he's landed. I'm not convinced, if I'm honest. I would have expected him to be somewhere in the sporting arena with either like or the bigger brands. Not high end fashion. I can understand, but I don't know.
I mean,
It's,
based on how much I loved the way he started, I don't want to throw no shade on this. I don't like it, but if he like it, I love it. Put it like that.
only thing
Thoughts and
I think
prayers.
about. Yeah, and the only thing I can think of is the limitation, bro. Like who you offering? Like the thing is, with a product like Shoe Surgeon, you want his creativity and all of that stuff to be an influence. But from a streetwear level, who's actually buying Gucci? From a casual perspective, who's actually buying Gucci? Because most of the sneakers are actually downtrodden, like high end
Why
brands.
How many sneakerheads can afford shoe surgeon shoes?
True, very true. That's
Yeah.
the other angle. That's the other angle.
He ain't a stranger to selling $1,000 shoes.
No,
Most of the stuff on his website was 800, 900, 1,200.
but the
1,400.
markup. But what's the markup going to be on these? 20 grand, 30 grand.
No, they're gonna be regular
reckon?
Gucci price.
What's the regular Gucci price?
500, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,200. Yeah.
I'll be surprised.
Think about the
if it's that cheap.
Pharrell Gucci stuff, the Adidas Gucci stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's gonna be regular high end price. Cause this ain't him in his studio sourcing materials and making the shoes himself. That's where the price come from when it was him remaking Jordans. You know what I'm
'Cause it
saying?
was-
Him and his
it was
people
like
remaking
handmade.
Jordans. Yeah, that's
was
all
handmade,
handmade.
yeah.
Him sourcing the materials, cutting them himself, having the all the. Remember he was selling what you call them, the green things that you need to
Yeah,
mold.
the lace.
Last.
No, lace. Last, yeah.
Yeah, he was selling. them.
You're right. I was
So, yeah.
way off. 950.
That's a little different. That's a
950.
little different from him having to deal with a brand who already got, production going, where he can just do the designs and they control the production. He's there to check quality and all that to make sure it come out the way he wanted to. Check samples and whatnot. But it's coming off a production line versus him doing the work or him and his team doing the work.
Yeah, you're right. It's $950.
Right.
Yeah. It's good on him. Good on him. Like, but the thing is, how many sneakerheads are gonna buy a Gucci sneaker?
This ain't for sneakerheads. It's for high end heads.
Yeah. Then you're appealing to a different market, and it's not us.
Yeah. But
Good on him.
I always want to highlight the people who came from sneakers and ran off to do the high fashion thing. And you can ran off however you want to take it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right with that. You're right. Definitely right with that. Let's just see what happens. I'm intrigued to see how his career goes, but it would have been best served with one of the sporting brands or the casual brands.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it may still happen. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. As long as he's getting the opportunities, which is good, and you can't knock that. But we'll see. We'll see.
I'm just saying, Kyle Kuzma looked like the girlfriend in all these pictures.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I wouldn't take no pictures. I don't want to take no pictures with him.
Alright.
Next quick strike.
Where's that hate come from?
Next quick strike.
Alright, cool. Have you? I mentioned this company to you, but have you heard of Nor Black Nor White?
No.
Right. So Nor Black Nor White is it's basically an independent Indian fashion label, which was actually started in 2009 by Toronto-born friends, and they moved back to India to reconnect with their roots, and they began to experiment with traditional textiles. And I'm going to bring this up for you because this is very important, right? So this is they made a lot of like saris and dresses and suits and stuff like that in the Indian world.
Hold on. Go back up.
Yep.
That blue and white one hard. Where is this?
This is in if you go and check out norblacknorwhite.com.
Oh, this is their website.
This is their website. So
Gotcha. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with this. With the one with the hearts on it. That's a little left field. But that the blue and white one.
But they're using a lot of Indian.
Hard. The both of them hard. You scrolling too fast, man. I'm trying to check out what they got going on. Damn.
Okay. Shall I go down now?
No, go ahead. Them cool.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see that T. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's hard. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You good. I want to see that.
So they experiment with lot of traditional textiles and lifestyles and stuff like that. So like traditional fabrics and stuff. So this week or recently, they have now. This is the first Indian-based company to have a Nike collaboration, nor black nor white. Nike collaboration, and then within that collaboration, you're going to see a lot more textiles, a lot more creativity with an Indian flair. And some of the stuff I've seen is sporting wear, cricket wear, garments, all of that stuff come through, and it looks absolutely epic, bro. That whole like traditional Indian culture coming through onto fashion, and they're using that, and some of the models, as you can see, are wearing some of the garments that are part of that collaboration. That's hard, and to be the first Indian company to have a collaboration with Nike after 15 years of doing it is absolutely awesome. So shout out to Nor Black Nor White, and it's ironic the name is fantastic as well.
Yeah, shout out to them.
I think we're gonna get.
Pricing.
Yeah. It's. I just wanted to bring that to the table because obviously being from an Indian background, it's great to see a company to do it, like an Indian company, fashion label company, do it with Nike as well. And this, when we talk about broadening horizons and bringing different cultures and different aspects and different sports, this Nike's starting to do this more than any other company, and I've seen that recently. We talked about golfing sneakers. Nike had a massive, like, not push, but they started doing a lot more golfing stuff and a lot more cleats and stuff like that within the sporting range, and then a lot of people actually followed that trend. And this is not, I don't really think there's another company that has a collaboration with an Indian fashion brand. I might be wrong, correct me guys if I'm wrong, but Nike's the first one to do this, so it's great to see.
Yeah, get that 10% off, man.
Yeah, if you go and check out norblacknorwhite.com, that's their actual website, and you'll see their collaboration with Nike, or their first collaboration with Nike. And I think it released on the 11th of June, which is already out, which is 4 days since recording. So yeah, go and check that out, guys, if you're really interested in it.
Hold on, I'm on the website. Okay, let's see. Shop. Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, go and check that. Go and check it out. But yeah, it's brilliant to see, because when we talk about different avenues, different ventures, having more fingers in more pies, this is how you do it. You bring different cultures, you bring different aspects to it, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see, and it's awesome to see different cultures being entwined in streetwear and casual wear as well, and fashion.
Yeah, they got a lot of different looking stuff on here, man.
Yeah, and it's not cheap either.
No, you know. Ain't nothing cheap.
But yeah,
nothing cheap. Everything look dope though.
Yeah. Shout to
looking stuff look dope.
Yeah. It's I can see. But we've seen it before with Nike with the K54s using some African vibes or the stuff like that on their sneakers. I can see more and more influences from the African and Indian cultures in the future as well. 100%.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. I'm looking at more stuff I would like for my wife on here, but the women's clothes way more expensive than the men's clothes.
Yeah, so you're talking about the skirt, the dresses are like $300, $550 to $300. Yeah,
They hard though, but
yeah.
it don't seem like enough material for that much money.
That's high end fashion for you, bro. That's high end fashion for you.
Not for me, for y'all.
But the blue sari wrap that we saw, the blue hues sari dress is $350. That's a whole lot of money to drop on a sari, bro. And then in comparison, the SS shirt, the classic SS shirt is $180. Yeah, it's expensive stuff. It's very expensive stuff, but it's just
they got some t-shirts for $65.
Yeah,
that's about the cheapest thing. They got some stuff on here though. I might see what's up.
The tie-dye socks is $20. You could get tie-dye socks for $20, bro.
Yeah, $20 for a pair of socks ain't no.
Yeah, but it's I think nor black nor white. It seems more like a I would say more like a high-end fashion brand, or mid high-end fashion, I would say. But if this is the first of their collaboration, I can see more influence on sneakers coming through from them. We've seen boutiques do a lot of collaborations recently over the years with Nike. That could be another way we introduce more sneakers from like the Indian Asian culture go through. So that is a lot of new things probably coming through as well, which is great to see. But yes, it's absolutely awesome. Shout out to No Black No White, 15 years and get Nike collaboration.
Shout out to them. Get your wallet ready before you go to the website.
Get ready to get hit over the head.
You're gonna like something. You're gonna like something. They got a lot of dope stuff on here.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get off here.
And don't show the missus either.
She ain't gonna think twice if I show her.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Was that all the quick strikes today?
Yeah.
Let's go to court, bro.
Let's go. When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty, and welcome back to Sneaker Court Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion and Executioner. Welcome back this week. It's a hard one this week because I like protesting. Do you like protesting, bro? When things are wrong?
Peaceful
Protesting. Peaceful protesting is the way to go. But unfortunately, bro, it never goes the way you want it to go. And this week, it looks like some protesters weren't out peacefully. They were literally using it as an advantage to go looting. And without further veil, I'm going to introduce...
Colleen, several stores hit by looters. Here's an example of some of the damage. This Adidas store now completely boarded up after it was raided of its merchandise by looters. And now California Governor Gavin Newsom is trying to put his foot down in terms of the military response showing up in our city. Today,
So I just wanted to show that quickly. I don't want to go into the political side of that at all because basically the show's not about politics. But around the protests in LA, Nike Jordan flagship store downtown in LA got raided. So did the Apple and so did the Adidas store. They were both targeted by looters who took advantage of the situation that there was protests out there. Peaceful protest is the way to go. We stand in unity. We don't go and start looting places just for subjectively gains, because it's not about taking advantage and going looting. It's about peaceful protests, and unfortunately there's going to be bad apples to every cause, and unfortunately the circumstances, these guys are making protesters look bad. I would like to segregate peaceful protesting with looters. I don't think that it's both the same thing. I think the looters are taking advantage of the protests and the chaos with the protests. And I want to definitely say that's two separate things. If you're protesting, it's different to if you're looting. And if you're looting, you should be arrested and jailed for the damage you've caused to all the shops and the advantage you've taken for the peaceful protests. And I think there's two separate things. You can't actually judge them both in one go. But on that, you made the protests look bad for what you've done. The looters have made a different context to it, because it now makes peaceful protesting even harder, because you've caused an issue with protesting. Second of all, I hope you get caught, hope you get arrested, and I hope you get down for the time that you've actually caused the damage and the merchandise you've stolen, because that's absolutely horrendous what you've done. And thirdly, right, this is the reason why people get shot and people lose their lives over, because all of a sudden what you've done is caused people to pick up arms, not only for these protests but for certain other situations we've looked at before. I think a couple of weeks back we looked at a shop owner shooting and killing invaders or robbers to the store. This is the reason why people pick up arms, to defend themselves. Don't do it. It's not necessary. Don't cause yourself harm, and don't cause harm to others. And that's the morals I live by. That's the morals Q lives by. And I'm gonna say, stay safe and stop looting. That's the only message I've got. Have you got anything, bro?
No, this is same thing we seen before. You gotta separate this from the culture, because this ain't got nothing to do with the protest. This ain't got nothing to do with why people were out there. This was opportunistic criminals doing crime. And yeah, it's nasty.
It's very nasty. It's nasty work, bro. Guilty for all the opportunists that take advantage of certain situations and circumstances. I hope you get your karma. I hope you get what you deserve, because you definitely don't deserve to, discriminate protesters for all your actions. Or we saw it. Karma did happen a couple of weeks back when robbers got shot when entering a store. If you want to put your life on the line for merchandise that is irrelevant to life, so be it. But karma will always catch up. That's all I got to say. Anything you want to say, bro?
Nah, we good.
Alright, we good.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion. Nothing to laugh at in court this week.
No. It's bro, like people will start learning when people get shot. And that's happened before, and unfortunately, if you like, what did you say? Do stupid thing, win stupid prizes. Is that the saying?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Exactly,
Yes,
bro. Yeah, and it's not right, and unfortunately, karma will catch him, or if the police don't. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discounts.
Discounts.
Got this Batman bomber jacket for you.
I saw that.
Memento Mori Batman bomber jacket. $250. It's on sale. It used to be $289.99, but
Yeah.
now it's $49.99. It should be just $49. Take the two off and just make it $49.99.
Alright, just a caveat. Don't jump off a roof with the capes out. You're gonna fall
No,
flat on your
jump
face.
off. Put the mask on. Get the jacket. Put the mask on. Spread the wings out.
and
And
jump
go
out the
fight
building.
crime. That's what they want you to do.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
fully
be-
padded.
it's-
It probably come. I don't know how many of the gadgets it come with. You have to check the details, but yeah, man.
Oh, bro, it ain't gonna be super bad. It's gonna be super sad because you're gonna get absolutely slapped.
Yeah. Some 19th century Levi's sold for $87,000. They were some slave jeans. They had some branding and some slogans on there that suggested that they came from a time where certain people didn't look at other people a certain kind of way and said people couldn't do nothing about it. I'm sorry, not 87. $76,000 is what they sold for.
Do you know where that belongs, bro? In a
Where?
fire pit. In a fire pit.
Hey man. Depend on who bought them and why.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Frog clogs. Have you seen these?
No. Frog clogs.
This company called Essence. Spelt funny.
Okay.
They make crazy clogs or crazy like croc like shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. Frog clogs. There you go.
Okay.
Frog Clog by Justin Sun.
Did it make you jump higher?
I doubt it. But I mean,
I like the outsole though. I do like the outsole. Go back.
the quality look good on them.
Yeah. And one more. Yeah, the outsole looks. Does it look? It's got like alien heads on it.
Right. But it's
Okay.
a frog clog. So it's
Okay.
like, I don't understand. Like,
Yo, bro, have you seen Flubber?
yeah.
Doesn't that green thing in the middle look like Flubber or an aspect of Flubber? So maybe it does make you jump higher than normal.
We did this already with the Balenciaga shoe, remember?
Oh yeah.
The Flaberciaga.
Flabesiaga.
Nike Legoland play area. They need to do this more places and give more people the opportunity to take part in something that's so dope. People designing Legos and all type of cool shit was going on that only people who were there were able to participate in. So shout out to Nike. Let me see. I'm trying to see where it was. Probably. Anyway, A1 Storm colorway. Asia Wilson gonna keep smacking y'all. I wonder if they gonna do her like they doing Book and Ant-Man and just drop this shoe for 2 years before another one come out because it's doing so well. I hope not.
Could
But
be. We'll find out.
yeah, she got a Storm colorway. One of the shoes white, the other one black. She keeps smacking y'all.
Ooh.
That's how I gotta say.
Any more?
No, that's it.
Okay. I got loads. Tom Sachs 3.0. The Nike Mars Tom Sachs 3.0 might be having or will be having in-app challenges. So if anybody's interested in that, watch out for that. The Nike Air Max. Yeah, the Nike Air Max 95 OG Gradient Blue is releasing in August time, so watch out for that. PSG Air Max DN8 is dropping soon. It's intriguing. Go and check it out if you guys want to check that out. The Levi's Air Max 95 is dropping in July time, the 11th of July. Put a circle around that date if you want those sneakers.
Because we will never talk about it again. So you better remember.
You better remember that. I've already talked about the Reebok Club C for golf. Go and check that out if you want to check that out. Kith is opening up a London store in full time this year. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Did you know Adidas quietly dropped the Kobe's second signature sneaker online and didn't even showcase it at all? Now you know.
Good job.
Weird. I'm talking about Kobe's Air Force Ones, Forever's drop in full time 2025. That's a purple pair and a white pair. They look dope. Air Jordan 5 Red, Air Jordan 5 Fire Reds with black tongue will be coming September 13th. So mark that date. Two more. I got basically Shoe Palace is donating all the profits from their Jordan sales to the LA5 victims, which is absolutely fantastic. Round of applause for Shoe Palace for that.
Fire. That is fire.
And last but not least, this week we saw all the Air Jordan 1 85 showcased, which saw the Breads and the Royal 85 cuts. So just expect those to release in the next couple of years. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was it, bro.
So the Nike thing is at Legoland locations.
Or in the States.
There's one in Cali for sure. I'm looking at the details. Like I went to the actual details. Like in the Nike About section. So I'm finna read through this, and because it's a bunch of stuff in here. They talking about Greater China and products for kids and blah de blah. So yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So yeah, shout out to Nike and Lego. They taking it serious.
Yeah. Well, it's about time they took it seriously because obviously
It's only the beginning.
everybody's been waiting for this. To be honest, if I'm really honest, everybody.
No. Hold on.
Go.
Everybody ain't been waiting on this. We just been telling everybody for a long time that this should happen.
Yeah, that's the one. we've been telling everybody that should be happening for a very long time. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good to see this is coming. Oh, Nike's actually taking it seriously with Lego, which is awesome. Which is absolutely awesome. Like, if this is a start, let's see what other companies jump on board, which should be great to see because obviously we at Nike heads want to see that.
Well, we've been on it ever since we saw Adidas, and felt like they fumbled it. We feel like they fumbled a lot of big company collaborations. Not that the collaborations are so big, but when the companies that you collaborate with are as big as M&M's or Lego or Star Wars, you should be stretching that out, bro. Like you should be doing events. You should be doing tie-ins. Live prizes and the Fortnite thing, and like Nike got Lego shit go. They released a box set. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's weird? Like that. Why I said the Kobe Adidas releasing the second signature for Kobe being weird, right? I only think I did, and I said that's a bit weird because I didn't really announce it or had a campaign for it. Do you think them releasing it is done releasing it? But do you think they're very embarrassed by the sneaker, and that it doesn't do well when it comes to other sneakers that Kobe's done in terms of the Nike range? Because everybody's hyped about Kobe sneakers, bro.
It's Nike though. It's not. I mean, with all due respect, Kobe wasn't the best player in the NBA until after he got with Nike. So it hit different. You know what I'm saying? For his career, like when he wore the Grinches for the first time on Christmas Day, you know, he didn't. It was different. He was different. He was a different player. His legend had already grown to a certain point by then. You can't attach none of that to none of his Adidas stuff. Like people don't. We think about Kobe's early career when we think about his career as a whole. Well, most of the time when you think about Kobe, you think about all the great shit he did with Nikes and Jordans on. And his sneaker moments in Adidas, you know, they afterthought. Like people do post about it and you know, make announcements or whatever, but ain't no campaigns or none of that because ain't no attachment. Vanessa ain't fucking with them. So all they can really do is drop the silhouette. They can't even put his name. It can't carry the same name that it had when he wore it because ain't no paperwork on it. So ain't really shit they could do about it.
Yeah. And if like, I see a lot of similarities between what's happening with Anthony Edwards and Kobe. If I'm really honest, this is why I said what I said, and this is why I keep saying what I keep saying. I'm not even talking about the trash talking. I'm talking about the sneakers alone. I'm just talking about sneakers alone.
I don't see it, but that's a topic for another part.
Yep. That was the show, bro. That was 100% the show this week.
We did it. I tried to skip a topic and we talked about it anyway.
Yeah, then we went front to back with it.
Can't stop the part when it's in you.
Well, you can pause it when it comes from front to back. See what I'm saying?
No. If I didn't pause it when I did, we would have went another 15 minutes because I would have kept laughing and kept calling back that joke. I felt it. My stomach was hurting, bro. I had to stop for real. I had to. I'm not finna do this with you.
And then I definitely killed it because that joke was terrible. And I meant to do a terrible joke just to kill the vibe because I wanted to carry on the pod.
This guy. He meant to do a terrible joke, he says. We gonna let him live. We appreciate y'all. We gonna slide, man.
Yeah.
All the bros. We having whole pods in the Discord before the pod come. I ain't gonna talk about nothing we talk about in the Discord, by the way.
Yeah.
In the Discord.
But
what happens in Discord stays in Discord.
Stays in Discord. But we might ask, if you join the Discord, we might ask you what subjects you want to do on the podcast. That might be coming soon.
No.
But
I don't care what y'all want to hear. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about, huh? I don't care about that. Nah, I'm bullshit. Nah. But Daniel, you better watch it. You're that shadow, that villain, the shadow, getting bigger and bigger every time Daniel talk about Jordan 1s and
Oh yeah. I can't mention him because we're not mentioning anything from the Discord. Yeah, but
Bruh.
yeah, that hold on. That
He
villain
said-
Daniels.
He said, "What?" I said, "What? Are you? What?" The one thing about it that make everybody love it is the thing that you don't like. Are you serious? I had to read it twice. I said, nah, I'm not finna comment on this. I'm gonna save it for the pod. But then I said, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna. If he would have said it when he was here 2 weeks ago, we would have had the conversation for sure. I'm not gonna do it when he ain't here. Next time he come back, we'll do it.
Yeah. Just know Daniel doesn't like Chicago's.
I ain't even talking about that one. I'm talking about the one
off.
he said yesterday.
I'll check in a bit.
Yeah, man. Anyway, y'all have a great day, great week, great month, a great year.
Yeah.
Buy what you like, rock what you like. Don't believe the hype. The hype ain't real. Sneakers don't make you cool.
You make the sneakers cool. Remember that, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And remember, make sure you don't get caught with a short back. Make sure it's a long front. Peace out, guys. Peace.
What?